Have you ever wondered how you can have fun prioritizing your health, especially while traveling? By the end of this video, I will give you my 5 tips on prioritizing your health in a fun way while on the go, especially when traveling. Hi, my name is Naomi Compton, also known as Nurse Nay, and I help people prioritize their health in fun and inspiring ways. Okay, so here are my top 5 tips for a fun, healthy life while traveling. Number 1, hotel groceries. That's right, you heard me, hotel groceries. So on my recent trip to Atlanta, I decided as soon as I got there, I was going to DoorDash some groceries. I did not rent a car and I didn't really want to go to the store. So I decided to DoorDash some groceries. And I wanted to stick to whole foods. So something that could be stored in the refrigerator in the hotel room. So I got some pineapple chunks so you can get like fruit. I got some cheese. I got some turkey slices. I got sparkling water, some ginger shots. Yeah, so I had a nice little fridge, nice little setup. But you know what? There are 3 things that are included in the hotel grocery category that I always travel with. And it helps me to, stay on track. It helps to support my healthy lifestyle. First one is hibiscus tea. Now, while I am at home, I use loose leaf tea. And I can do that on the go, but I'm okay with getting like bag tea, like tea bags, when I'm traveling. So I usually buy the Buddha teas. They're pretty good, but I always get hibiscus. That's my favorite tea. 2, some spices. I love to travel with cinnamon sticks and whole cloves. Since we're talking about prioritizing health, I just want to let you know that cinnamon and clove are great for maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. So they will really help you with healthy insulin response and preventing some of those spikes. The 3rd thing on this list of hotel groceries is electrolytes. I always have electrolytes. I have always traveled with electrolytes. And the one reason, when your everyday routine has changed, your fluid levels can fluctuate. I don't like to be dehydrated. Anybody that knows me know dehydration is not my jam. It's not my jam. So I make sure I have electrolytes with me. Staying hydrated is essential. So one thing I'm not going to do is be dehydrated. That's why I keep the electrolytes with me. Speaking of hydration, check out in the description box the link to my free downloadable ebook with my top 10 healthy and hydrating recipes. Okay, back to these top 5 tips. So hotel groceries, so you got that. The other thing I like to do is check the scene. I like to check out the scenery. So on my recent trip to Atlanta, I just got back. So I'm going to probably mention Atlanta a lot throughout this video because I just got back earlier this week, actually. I like to check out the scene. I decided I wanted to get out and go for a little walk. So I walked to Ponce City Market. I stayed in the Midtown area at the Darwin Hotel, which was nice. It was a nice hotel. I decided I wanted to walk to Ponce City Market. And you see me walking down the street. It was a good little workout, very short, maybe like a 15-minute walk, even though I think the GPS took me a long way because I don't know, maybe I wasn't following the GPS well, but it took me a different route. But it was partially downhill, some was uphill, so that was like a little bonus workout. So I walked to Ponce City Market and walked around, just checking out the scene, just seeing the sights. And that's a good way to stay healthy. You get outside, your energy is up, You had these endorphins going because you're kind of excited. You want to know what there's to see. It was a mall. You get to go shopping. You know, you see me checking out my little cowgirl hat right there. So cute. I got me another hat. I can't wait to go back and get this cowgirl hat. But yes, so check out the scene. And, you know, just learn to appreciate the neighborhood that you're staying in. That's a great way to stay healthy. Let me know some ways that you like to check out the scenes when you travel. You know, I decided I was going to go to the mall because it was right there, but there was more than the mall there. But I needed to get a few things, so I decided to walk to the mall. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you like to do, what kind of scenery you like to check out. The third tip on my top 5 is trying local foods. So while I was at Ponce City Market, I came across this Latin American restaurant, and I had a Puerto Rican dish at El Superpan. The dish was mofongo. And I'm going to tell you, my mouth is watering right now just thinking about it. It was so good. And I like healthy foods. One of the reasons why I chose this dish was because it had it was made with whole foods. Truthfully, you had plantain. It had a lot of cilantro in it. There was shrimp, the coconut curry sauce, and it was so good. And this was actually mid-afternoon and ended up being my first meal of the day. So I really wanted something that was going to be nutritious, that would give me the energy that I needed, and also just like fuel my soul. I wanted a meal that I was going to feel in my chest. Say it with your chest. That's how I felt. It was so good. And as you can see, I decided to try what they call a pastelito. So it wasn't all only healthy foods. I decided to go ahead and try this little empanada type of pastry called a pastelito. They had empanadas too, but I just went with the pastelito. And it was so delicious. It had chicken and curry in it as well. Okay, so let me know if you've been to El Superpan. If you've been there, let me know if you liked it, how often you go. Put it in the comment what your favorite dish is there, because I will definitely be back. Okay, and number 4 on my top 5 list, and this might surprise some people, maybe not that surprising, but some people might be surprised. Eat more fat. And I'm really specifically talking about animal fats, even though it doesn't have to only be animal fats. But if you eat more fat, especially if you minimize some of the carbohydrates, if you minimize processed foods, as you see, I got my hotel groceries, I went to the restaurant, but I had the carbs and the plantain and the pastelito, but I wanted to stick to something that had a lot of nutrients in it. But anyway, so if you eat more fats, it'll sustain you longer. You won't experience too many of those blood sugar spikes that you get when you have a lot of carbs. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how many carbohydrates to eat, not in this video. Maybe in a future video we can go in on that, but right now we're talking about having fun. So you can have fun with fats. Let me tell you, fat will sustain you, and it is good, because I was full after that meal with the shrimp, with the coconut. Yes, I was full. So don't be afraid of fat. And when I'm talking about fat, again, I'm talking about animal fats. Steaks are good. Like, if you eat a steak with some vegetables or just a little bit of fruit, you will be sustained. Cheese, you know, you saw I had my cheese in my grocery list. So that's one thing I like to do. And then you also have your avocado. You have nuts. Nuts, the carbohydrates can creep up on you. But yes, prioritizing foods with healthy fats will sustain you and keep you from overeating. And number 5, the 5th thing that I really encourage you to do is to let go. You are traveling. You're not home. You don't have quite as much control. You don't have the same routine. You don't have quite the same degree of control of what you're going to eat when you're traveling. You do what you can do. You get your hotel groceries. You travel with your hibiscus tea and your spices. You try local foods that are nutritious for you. You get the healthy fats. But sometimes you're going to have foods that aren't necessarily ideal for you. And that's okay, because this is a lifestyle. This is not simply about what to eat, never eat this, never eat that. All that kind of mindset, if you obsess over it, over eating healthy all the time, if you become obsessed over it, then it can lead to feelings of guilt and shame. And those feelings release hormones in your body that lead to depression and other negative feelings. And that's really counterintuitive, and it will counteract all the hard work that you're doing. So just let go and learn to love life. So there you have it. Just to summarize, these are my 5 tips on prioritizing your health in fun and inspiring ways while you travel. Hotel groceries, check out the scene, try the local foods, don't be afraid of fats, and let go, let go. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Peace.